Okay, Likutei Halachos. Hilchos Krias Shma Halacha Aleph. So it says like this. This is we say Shma, Shma, מה שאתה שומע לו, אוזניך לב. The union of Kriyat Shma is a union of bitul, of total bitul to Ensof. That's why in Kriyat Shma Yedavka you say it in all the Lashonos, in all the languages. B'derech klal we learned the Lashonos Akum is Tuma, Lashon Kodesh is Kedusha, Lashon Targum is that gray area in between where the good and bad is mixed. So Mimela, that's why you're supposed to say the brachas of the old Lashon Kedusha Dafka Lashon Kodesh. It says, but Krishma is such a bitul that Krishma tells you that there is a nucleus of goodness in all the languages. You can only get it when you're totally bottled. This is the thing of Krishma. That's why in Krishma itself, there's it's alluded that the other languages have a nekuda tova. This says Tatafois. We're talking about the tefillin. We come to Tatafois b'nenecho. It says tat in the language of Katfi is two, and pat in the language of Afriki is two. To be pronounced as this. And it says, and this comes to tell you that the Kriyat Shma is a state of such total bitul to Ein Sof that you're going beyond, you're ascending beyond the physical to such an extent that even in the Tumah itself these things exist. That's what. Now this explains this. Therefore, it is understandable this thing that the Poskim, said Maru Rabbeinu Zal lidrosh b'shoch b'chol v'kunecho. That Chazal saw to darshan when you lie down, when you get up, shekriyat Shma shalayla zmana kol halayla. That the Krishma of night, the time is all night long. Kol zman shchiva. The entire time when it's called lying down. Time of lying down time, or what you call it, it's a downtime. Yes. This is Zman Krishma. Krishma Shel Yom Urak Zman Kima. It's only when you wake up. In other words, the beginning of the day, but not all day. Why not? Why do you say by night? Shchiva. Why don't they treat both equally? Why don't they say B'shoch b'chol, the time when you lie down, or v'kumecha, the time when you get up? This is sort of like racial profiling. It's like there's apartheid going on here. B'shoch b'chol, that means all the time when you lie down, all night long. V'kumecha, it's only beginning of the morning. Why is that? He says, Ki iko Kriyat Shma unyon bitul rak balayla. The union of bitul, the union of canceling yourself out, kiviyachol, is only at night. Ki na'et ubchinas stimu da'ayni. This is the shutting of the eyes, because this is when people are restful and they don't chase oilam hazeh so much, as Rabbeinu says in Siman Nun Beis. That the main bitul takes place at night, in the darkness. On the other hand, the light is also a time of dinim, of verdicts. These are sufferings. We said it is yisurim, it is the suffering that brings a person to a bechina of bitul. In Torah Samechei, it says when a person has yisurim, when he has such suffering, then the human nature is for him to close his eyes like really, really strong. It says it's like when a person looks at something which is far away, if it just looks at it, there are many things from the side that confuse him. So what he does is like squinting his eyes to block out, the things around. So just, you should be able to concentrate only on that. It's bichlal, this whole union of concentration. Concentration is always about blocking out distractions from around. It means you're concentrating, it means you're not paying attention to what's here, to what's here, to what's here. You're just on this. So he says, but the tachlis of the Yisurim is Ein Sof. The answer to why the Yisurim are is in the Ein Sof. Says that's why it's human nature that when Yisurim come, it's for people to close their eyes completely, sometimes even, with their fingers. You're like, because this is a beetle, this is a time when you're totally mevatel your gashmis, your metzias. You're mevatel at the Ein Sof. It says the night is Krias that is the Krias Yisurim, which brings to a beetle. Okay, so this year is for the recovery of Shimon Machlef ben Miriam Varda and his wife Daniela Bas Zahava, and the children Nachman and Daniela and Miriam Bas Daniela. May Hashem, Zat Hashem, give him refuah shleimo. That these are the son and daughter-in-law of Rav Shalom Arush, Hashem Yishmeru. So the main zman of Bitul, the Yisurim, through the Yisurim people come to Bitul, as Rabbeinu wrote over there. It said in Sefer Micha, Ki Yeshem b'choshech, Hashem ori. If I sit in the darkness, Hashem is a light for me. When is Hashem light for me? Ki Yeshem b'choshech. Dafka when I sit in the darkness, then Hashem ori. Because Ki Yisra na'ir min ha'choshech. As superior is, the light is superior from within the darkness. Mina choshech daika, dafka from within the darkness. Ki dafka ba'esh nizgaber chas v'sholem choshech, dafka in the time when darkness, it becomes overbearing, and there's a surge of dinim and yisurim, chas v'sholem. Hen b'avodas Hashem, hen b'gashmis. Sai in the avodas Hashem, and sai chas v'chalila, things happen b'gashmis. As daika ikera eitzov, the main advice is close your eyes. Levatel atzmo el hatachlis, mevatel yourself to the tachlis, shu kulo toiv, ועל ידי זה נסבט לכל היסורים. The Rebbe said that when a person feels like overwhelmed, it's like too much. It's like, it's getting, I have no more bandwidth left. It's like, I'm floundering, I'm drowning. The Indian then, the Rebbe says the person should close his eyes, and close his mouth, and close his thinking. Be mevatel himself. It's going to happen, you'll be able to sustain it only for a few seconds. Because how long can you not think? Before long, you'll be thinking that you're not thinking. I'm not thinking, which is thought. The Indian of not thinking is to be shvat still, to shut up, even with machshava. And this is something you can only do, like a watch, like a pendulum. You can go there, and then you come back. You can go there, you can come to the beetle, you can go, and you can come. It's called a tzovashov. You go there and you come back. So you stop, and then you come back. So you do as much as you can. You think that you come back and you didn't do anything, but it's not so. You'll realize that with the bitul, it's a bitul to Ein Sof, you're mechavet and vatal to Ein Sof. You get a menucha which gives you afterwards kelim to be able to carry what it is that you're going on. And he says, that's the sleep which takes place dafka at night. Because the whole process of sleep, the state of sleeping is one big bitul. I'm depositing my soul in your hand. This comes in with the eyes closed. The main bitul is taking place only when you're closing your eyes, when you don't look, you don't discern what's around you. That's why the sleep is primarily at night. That's because of the dinim. So people close their eyes. They don't know what they're doing, but that's the reason why they do what they do. They close their eyes and they mevatel themselves to the tachlis, which is an essence of shena. That's why they read before they go to sleep. It's a krishma alamita, because krishma by itself is a bitul. Shma Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. You're mevatel to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Krishma Balayla. That's the main Krishma at night of the night. The time is all night long, because the whole night long is a zman of bitul. Aval bayoyim en zman Krishma kim azman kimo. That's why. But in the morning, the time of waking up is only when you get up. In other words, before the oilam, they open up their eyes, they forget the bitul, and they're off to the races. This is only the time when you open up the eyes is the in of Steve the Aini. Then it's no longer a time of Kriyat Shma. That's why Chazal said, as long as there are still people who are asleep. In other words, at the time of Bnei Melachim, the children of kings, this is when they're getting up. So the world still, not the entire world is awake. The world is still restful. The world is still restful from chasing this world. But after 3 hours, everybody already got up. Everybody's already chasing, everybody's looking down. Everybody's already chasing this world. So this then afterwards is not Zman Kriyat Shma. Ad kan for today.